think it is all about politics.
Mm-hmm. Well, the line, of course, is that right now in the Supreme Court, they're going to put somebody else in there who may very well end Obamacare and throw a whole bunch of people who have health care out of having health care, and they're not protecting pre-existing conditions. And so the president is reeling from all of this because there is no plan, because the only real plan, Sally, as you and I have talked about for years, is free markets, and he's not a free market guy.
Well, no, I mean, when I was on the call yesterday with the White House, and Brooke Rollins said it's the America First healthcare plan. It's a plan to empower doctors and patients. And as I listened to this unfold, I thought, well, those are the things that Larry Elder and Sally Pipes agree with. But those aren't the actions in his plan.
You know, healthcare is a monstrously complicated business. It need not be. It's a service. It's a commodity. It's like anything else. And the more competition we have, the better the quality, the lower the prices, the greater the accessibility. I don't care whether you're talking about eggs or talking about healthcare, but we've got so many rules and regulations involved in it, so it really isn't free market. The number of doctors is artificially limited. What non-doctors can do is artificially limited. I can go on and on and on.
Well, absolutely. And actually, in thinking about this, I was thinking, well, you know, how could I compare what he's done? The average doctor in the U.S. earns $313,000 a year. Doctors who treat Medicare patients, Larry, earn 35% less. Mm-hmm. So if a doctor only treated Medicare patients, he'd earn $204,000. Well, maybe the government should introduce an executive order that ties doctors' salaries to those in the United Kingdom and France. The average salary for a doctor in the UK is $138,000, in France it's $108,000, right. Canada $130,000. What I mean, it's the same sort of thing. Letting the government decide, and it's going to curtail medical services, or it's going to curtail the access to the latest drugs. 92% of drugs launched worldwide are launched in this country because we don't have price controls. It's a shame these countries are free riding off our R&D. But even, you know, in Canada, where I'm from, the Patented Medicines Prices Review Board of the federal government often will not even accept a discounted price drug for the Canadian people because they deem it that it's still too high. And so they don't have, Canadians only have access to 44% of all drugs launched worldwide, whereas here in America, we have 89% of access.
And finally, Sally, the perception that people are paying less money for drugs in other countries is because many other countries subsidize the prices, and therefore the consumer on the other end is getting a lower price, but the cost of it wasn't any lower.
Well, exactly. I mean, that's because, you know, of price controls in these countries with socialized healthcare systems. And we, as I say, we do not have those price controls, and we don't want to have them because it's going to destroy one of the very best entrepreneurial industries in this country and in the world.
Well, I have a great deal of respect for President Trump. I campaigned for him and with him. But I've always said from day one, Sally, he is a populist. He's not a limited government free market guy. He never has been. He's a populist. And that's far better than being what Joe Biden is, but he's not a free market guy. Never has been.
No, and these two executive orders on drug pricing and the one on drug importing drugs from Canada, I mean, those are two executive orders that one would think that Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders would have introduced.
Exactly. Well, Sally, thank you very much. The piece, as I said, is up on LarryElder.com. It's called Trump's Drug Pricing Order is a Costly Mistake. And also the other one that we've talked about, Avik Roy's, is up there too. You read them both and you decide which one is right. Sally Pipes, as always, thank you very much for taking the time. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, Larry. You too. Bye.